opens the door for everyday people to get involved investing and trading in the cryptocurrency craze. At Online Trading Academy, we teach you how to make money in the financial markets, whether the markets are going up, down, or sideways, with a patented rules-based market timing strategy. For over 20 years now, Online Trading Academy has been educating people all around the world, and now you can get educated at their campuses in Broward and Palm Beach County. If you want to make more money in the new year trading Bitcoin, stocks, options, futures, and Forex, call us right now. You'll receive 2 passes for a half-day trading and investing class valued at $1,000 for free. Don't miss out.
Call 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. I am. And how are you on this wonderful Wednesday? Wherever you are all across the United States, we welcome you here to WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk, and we are in Atlanta at 1100 AM, and we welcome you on WWWE in Atlanta. And we want to thank you. I know we've got some callers on the board, and we've got people all across the United States calling in, sharing with us their questions. So tonight, as you're listening, if you feel compelled, you feel that energy, that pull, that push, that says, come on, pick up the phone, then you want to write this number down. 1-888-565-1470. That's the number that you can dial to bring you right here live to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, where we answer your questions. We tap into the energy and understand where you are, where you're going, and what your choices are before you. But tonight, Spirit has corrected me in how I view money. And they were talking to me for quite a while about the energy and the perception of money that we all have. And they said, well, we've got to talk about some money, because everyone's talking about increase in the economy and things are moving better, and then there are others that are afraid and concerned. And Spirit said, well, we need to put this in perspective. We need to tap into your experience and your belief and your thoughts around money, around abundance, around fulfilled living, and we need to make some tweaks and some adjustments. And those of you who are listening, and perhaps you're in a stationary location, you're not driving, you may want to jot down a few notes. Yes, indeed, take out your pen, because Spirit may just give you a mantra or something that's going to assist you in attracting more money, more abundance, more fulfilled living, more opportunities. You know, let's just sit at the dock, throw in the fishing line, and let's see what we reel back in. But when we do that, why not do it with direction? Why not do it with intention? And let's not just look at money as money. You know, I remember, and maybe many of your parents did, my father used to collect coins. He used to line them up and put them all into his little collections, and he had all these books with all these coins. And he would mark down what years he had, what years he was missing. And there's something about that coin, that energy, the weight, the essence of a coin, that maybe we're missing in some of the exchange of money we have now, because a lot of it is done electronically, you know, and now we have Bitcoins. But Spirit talks about money, whether it be a physical coin, a dollar bill, $100 bill, whether it be your debit card, well, it's all energy. And how do you perceive that energy? And, well, how many of you feel that that flow of money is not moving forward to you in the fashion you desire? How many of you would like to make a shift to change? Raise your hand, even if you're driving, one little finger while you're still on the wheel. Raise your finger and say, yes, me too. I want to be a part of creating abundance, and I want to shift and change what is before me, what's in my bank account, what's paying my bills. And you may say, but that's great, Sarah. I've been in a job for so many years, and I can't leave my job. Many people are in a job because maybe there's a certain amount of time, almost like a prison sentence, that you have to stay in order to get your pension or your set amount of income for retirement. And the universe is very much aware of that. But remember that you have made that choice, and that's where you choose to be, and you are creating income, and that income is kind of being banked for the future. But what if you could be doing what you do and attract more money to you? Other ways, not just working. Maybe there's a business idea. Maybe there's a creative idea you have. Maybe there's a group of people who get together and form something that networks and grows and generates revenue. Maybe you're one of those people who bakes the most magnificent cookies. Well, look at Mrs. Fields, right? You could be doing this one thing that you absolutely love and generate that energy of love in the product or in the activity. And do you know that that action, that it becomes a magnet for money? That becomes a magnet for abundant experiences? That shifts everything. And when we work in that energy of love, everything comes to you. But when we go to work and love is not in the equation, then we have a disconnect with the money. We may get the paycheck, we may put it in our bank, or it may be direct deposited, but then what is our belief around that money that is there in the bank account? Do we believe that money's always coming in and money's always going out, but the money is always flowing and that you never have to worry? Or are you making this statement? Oh, I no sooner got paid and I'm already broke. Oh my God. My paycheck is spent before I even got it. I have more going out than coming in. What are you saying to yourself? Now, if you sat down with your accountant, I'm not going to say that the accountant may not disagree. Well, it's just numbers. So let's just write some numbers down. How much do you think you're worth? Okay, let's go. How many zeros are you going to put at the end of that? So we're going to write, what are you worth? What would you like to get every week? Write it down. And if you're driving, make a mental note so that when you get home, you write it down. I am the person who deserves. I am capable of achieving this dollar amount on a weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever number works for you. And give the universe a chance to bring money to you from different streams. Sometimes we get locked in to one set way of being, very easy to do. And we become accustomed, very accustomed, to how we generate money. And we don't know how to break the cycle. So Spirit said to me, my sidekick, Spirit, says, listen, Sarah, there's some really bad beliefs around money. People are thinking that there's never enough money. People are thinking that there's not going to be enough later on. They're worried about money. And they feel that money doesn't grow on trees because, well, that's what their parents said. And some of them feel like they have to work hard to get somewhere. And some of them think they have to do it all themselves. So how is that possible? They're not giving the universe, they're not giving their angels, their guides, they're not giving our source creator the opportunity to provide them with another means of flow. So how open are you to receive abundance? You see, abundance is not just what we get in a paycheck or a bank deposit or for payment. Abundance flows to us because someone bakes a cake and gives you a cake. Abundance flows to us because someone brings you a cup of coffee. Abundance flows to you when someone does something for you with no expectation of something being returned. Abundance is something that grows from the heart. You see, energy and money are one and the same. Let's go to when you plug in your electricity, provided you've paid your bill. You plug it in. We've got so many gadgets here in the studio. I don't know what to do. So anyway, we've got lights, we've got cameras, we've got action, and we've got sound. But if I run over, of course they get really mad at me, but if I run over and I unplug something, we don't have that current, that energy. Well, don't you remember? Money is a current. It's a currency. And we are always exchanging a current, an energy. Even when you're connected with people in friendship, even when you shake hands with someone, you're exchanging energy. It's a current that goes between one to another. Kind of also like that connection when you meet someone that you've known from somewhere before. The first thing that connects is the current, the energy. Well, why do we look at money differently? Why? Because we need to have it to get what we want? Because we need to have it to pay for what we need? And we need it because we have X amount of mouths to feed? Now, I'm not getting woo-woo on you. I'm not going to say that the universe is going to shower you with dollar bills. Well, I guess unless you're working in a club, but we're not going to talk about that today. But think about it. Just think about it. There are ways that abundance can come, and I'm not going to say that, if you sit home and go, I'm in the current, the universal current, I'm in the current of money and money comes to me with ease and grace, I'm not going to say if you sit there every day and do nothing and don't go to work, that abundance isn't going to come, and I'm not going to say it is going to come. Something will change, but we also have to take action because, again, action is energy. So what did we do a few minutes ago? We wrote down what we think we're worth. You know, one of my mentors, Mary Kay Ash, she was so amazing. She used to tell us to write ourselves a paycheck. I wrote myself a paycheck every day. I was so rich. I was so excited. She told me that I could make $10,000 in a month. That's all I had to hear. Selling lipstick. Go figure. So I was excited. I was excited that everyone was doing it, and there was plenty of everything for everyone. See the concept? There's plenty of everything for everyone. What a great marketing strategy. But when you go to your job, are there plenty of VP positions? No, they're not. Are there plenty $1,000 paychecks? No, they're not. There are so many opportunities in creation. But sometimes when we follow the strategy, when we follow the energy of everything that we need, according to an organization, a community, a company, well, then we are by their structure. And their structure is built on limitations. Take the top off limitations. Write down what you want. Because you're directing your energy. Your energy is current, and your current is going to go to the source that is necessary to fuel it, to expand it, and create what you want. How many of you ever heard your parents say, money doesn't grow on trees? I personally think I had my own money tree, but they all said that. And let's look at what we saw our parents doing. Were your parents working hard? Or perhaps were you in a family where maybe there was only one parent working and you saw them working very, very hard, and yet they didn't have anything to show for it because they could never keep up. Are you there? Do you feel you can never keep up? Then we need to deprogram that belief. I know that it appears that way. But let's begin with what we say, shall we? Let's begin with how we express it. In this moment, I am creating abundance, and everything I do is filling my cup, and my cup is overflowing. You see, we want to think of everything bubbling over. We want to see it raising up and not moving. We want to see the energy just shifting. And we want to understand that as we lift up and our cup overflows, money comes to us. And you have to be open in your heart. You have to be open in your heart, because when you direct the current of the energy from your heart, you will attract the experiences, the job you've ever always wanted. You will attract the energy of fulfillment, fulfilled living. And as you move forward and create energy, everything you want comes to you. And it comes faster than you think it will. Do you have enough? Look at your bank account. Do you have enough? You do. I want you to add a 0 and another 0. And I want you to say, in the moment of now, everything I desired is fulfilled. And my financial cup, my abundance overflows. And it overflows, and it is always filled. So I never lack anything. And everything is in alignment with who I am and all I desire. Write it down. Write it down and look at your job. And if your current job structure doesn't offer you room for improvement, I think that's one of the reasons why I always love sales. Besides the fact, I think I could sell anything to anybody. I like sales because there's no limits. And then when they said, well, I don't know if you can close that deal, that's all you had to tell me. I'll be right there. Because there's a challenge, there's excitement. And the excitement of the challenge, the energy that I put forth to create, I didn't worry if the person was going to say no. Who could say no to Sarah Spiritual? Nobody. I didn't care about that. I looked at it as I was going to transfer the feeling of what I believed I had to offer in the company. Whatever the product was I was selling, I was transferring energy. I was giving them my current. Who wouldn't want my current and want to pay me current back? We have to shift and change how we view this exchange that we're creating with people, including our boss. You may look at the company structure, and some of them are just very boxy, and figure, well, there's nowhere for me to go. But what if there's a talent that you bring to the table that if you shine a light on it, they might create a position for you? 3 of my jobs, they created a position they never had in the organization just for me. I know, you're saying, but you're Sarah Spiritual. Well, I don't know if it's going to work for me. I can hear you. I hear your thoughts, people. But I want you to get out of that comparing mind. Don't compare yourself. Don't look to see what everybody else is doing. It really doesn't matter what they're doing. It's about what you're creating for you. You are a gift. And the more you value you and the gift that you are, and the more you polish and shine yourself up and present that energy, that essence of who you are, and take it out into the world and market yourself like you're hot. Yes, indeed. Like you're so hot and such a great catch, such a great product, such a great person, such a great employee, someone who offers something above and beyond anyone else because you're unique. We're not comparing. You're unique. You have something that no one else has. That's why we each have our own DNA. There's a method to the universal madness. And the same energy that moves everything around continuously is the same energy that's going to present to you other opportunities. And again, if you love your job or you feel that you need to stay in your job, then allow yourself to stay there. But say, okay, universe, this is the path I'm on. Show me a variance. Show me something to spice it up. Show me something different. And you need to pay attention. Don't sit there going la la with your eyes covered. People do that all the time. Oh, I want to change. I want to change. They can't get out of their change in their head, so they don't understand how to make that change. Everyone gets stuck. Everyone. And sometimes we're in a place where we don't have what we want. We don't have enough. And there's no telling you that there is enough because you see what you see. Then be grateful for what you have and be grateful for the ability to maneuver the energy of what you do have to just make it through to the next day and say, as I transition from this day, what I have will magnify. It will increase. And tomorrow I will move through the day with more ease and grace. And then the next day I am grateful for everything that I have, and I trust the universe is bringing me more than what I have, and my cup will runneth over. And I am abundant. And then you do other things to generate revenue. And be open for something to come to you. And if you're one of those people who doesn't like to ask people for a favor, you don't like to take something from someone else, you don't want anyone to know that you're suffering, well, Spirit wants you to know this. You have to ask for assistance. First, you have to ask the universe. Universe, I need assistance. God, assist me. Angels, step on up. Ancestors, come on now. You paved the way, but I need some help. Ask for assistance. And don't be too proud. Some of the greatest moments in my life were at the hand of the kindness of strangers. Strangers are responsible for where I am today. Because sometimes they believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Sometimes they give you that tidbit of information that, well, you were so boxed into where you were, you just couldn't see it. Be open. The universe is bringing everything you need right before you. In the moment of now, you are abundant beyond measure. What's your paycheck for? What would you pay yourself if you were writing the check? And what do you think God would pay you? Remember, you are blessed beyond measure, and your greatness is immeasurable. So how can we put a dollar amount on that? But since we're in physical form, let's start with some good numbers. And every day, why not add a 0? Some of the greatest people who have accomplished so much in the physical world have fallen down many times. They had to appreciate where they were in that moment. So take a good look around. If you're feeling a little down, bless the spot, and then remind yourself that it has served you well and that there's no need to be back down there again. And up we go. And up we go here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk. Here in South Florida, we're broadcasting all across the United States and heard live in Atlanta. We welcome your phone calls and your conversation around money, abundance, and what can Spirit and I assist you in shifting. Let's make that shift and change. And why not ask, universe, bring it on. Show me the money. And how much blessings do you have for me? We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And we're going to go to people on Facebook. And we're going to answer your questions live on Facebook. We're going to talk to you on Periscope. We are going to talk to you on Twitter. We're talking to you on the phone lines. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away. We've got a lot of energy here tonight. And I welcome your questions. Stay with us. Don't go away. Because you know we're going to be right back.
Before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had a feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Every soul's got its story. And it's like a movie playing in a theater. So what's your movie look like these days? Are you playing the movie with the soundtrack nobody knows, the trouble I've seen, what's going on, I'm broker than broke? What story are you watching? Change, we're out, new scene, new movie, we are going to shift it. So, let's start again. What's your movie look like? Look at the movie and see yourself. What is it you want to do? Do you want to buy a boat? Do you want a car? Do you want to not have to sweat worrying about the groceries? Do you want someone to clean your house? Do you need a maid? What is it that would make life easier for you? What would abundance do for you? And remember, it's not always about what you can buy. It's not always about what you can do with it. But let's feel the feeling of that excitement of, well, I want to be rich. Oh, how rich you want to be. You see, we're already rich. But we want to attract that money. We want to attract those experiences that generate an energy that's magnetic, electric. Don't you want to be electric? Like electricity and always flowing and always going? And fueled with this burning energy that's just strong and steady? Don't you want to feel that energy in your life? Don't you want to be the powerful being that you've come to be directing that energy? Well, tonight I want to hear from you. I welcome your calls at 1-888-565-1470. We've got people's questions lining up here on Facebook as well, so keep them coming because we are going to answer Facebook questions. But for now, I've got to go to the phone lines, and I have to go to Kissimmee. I've got Evie on the line. Evie, how are you?
Hey, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. And, well, what paycheck are you writing for yourself this week?
I would like a nice check so that I have time to find something that I really want to do.
Okay. Well, what's the amount? Specificity.
Oh, $50,000.
Okay. $50,000. So, did you hear that, everyone? $50,000. So, what are you going to do with $50,000, right? See what you do. You don't have to share with us on air, but see what you do with it. Feel that energy. See yourself going to the bank, taking out what you need, taking care of everything that you want taken care of, and feel yourself enjoying that. Feel that energy and feel what it feels like to be in the flow, the universal flow of abundance. That's going to make all the difference in the world. So what's your question for us tonight?
I feel that there's some prosperity to occur.
Yes.
And I think and that's my question to Spirit. Is it something that's waiting for something else, or is it just time?
You mean, does something else need to happen in order for that to happen?
Correct.
Okay.
Like a train of...
Well, look at it this way. you're counting on one particular thing. You have an idea. Things are always going to fall in divine order. So there's always something that happens before something, right? In order to get electricity, I plug it in, I turn the light switch on, it starts to go. So let's not give the power away for something external for something to happen. Let's look inside internally with you and see what's slowing it up. Let's find the resistance within you that's not allowing something to happen for something else to happen, for the abundance to come. So I'm going to ask you this question. Do you feel that money comes to you easily? And I'm asking you from the feeling of where you've been before in your life. I'm not asking you because now we're shifting it. What is your belief around how money flows to you? Have you found it to be difficult?
No.
Okay. Do you feel that when you have money around you, you no sooner get to a point you want and things start to crumble down? What's the learned, conditioned, limited behavior here?
Well, here's the funny story. Every time I feel like I'm at a point where I could have some cushion, something happens and I tend to fall backwards instead of going forward.
I love that you said that. That's exactly where we wanted to be. I love that because you are speaking for so many people listening tonight that we no sooner feel like, okay, we're good, and just in case, I got this. But we've become so accustomed to something happening, or maybe we don't deserve to have it easy. Maybe there's a limiting belief inside that we don't feel that we deserve to have it easy. And we feel that it may not be possible to sustain it. So that belief, that fear, that every time I get here, this happens, there's a belief inside of deservability that is really rooted back. So if I rewind the tape of your movie of childhood, did your parents struggle a bit financially? What did you see?
They struggled.
They struggled. So you were indoctrinated in things are not easy. Things are hard. You can make it, but they're hard. So you're used to things being hard and difficult. Whether you know that or not, that becomes your paradigm. That becomes what you believe to be true. So we need to go back and reprogram that. And you need to visit that scene in your life where you remember something being difficult, or maybe the parents couldn't get something and we needed it, or you wanted something and we couldn't have it, or maybe there was a loss of work. And you need to go see the scene. Go watch the movie. Be the impersonal observer. And watch what happens, and then see the energy of the little girl being you. Because when we're little and our parents are worried that, we're playing, we're pretending, we don't notice, but we feel their energy. Remember, you came from your mother's womb, so you feel you're still connected to her. Whether you're externally out of her physical body or not, there's an energetic cord between you and your mother. They cut the umbilical cord, but they didn't cut the energetic cord. So when a mother is worrying, the children feel it. So you felt it. And so this has come to be what you expect. Go back and see the movie. But even though you know how the story played out, I want you to go back and see the movie differently now. I want you to see your mother saying, guess what? This morning you left for work and you thought we didn't have enough, but I opened the bank account and there's $1,000 more than we had. We can do everything and more. And I want you to see your parents excited. I want you to feel that feeling. We need to change the movie, everyone, the life that we've lived, especially if we're not where we want to be. So see the movie, change it, and feel the feeling as a little girl. And trust that the next time you have extra, it's not cushion, it is the foundation for even more. It's not extra and cushion just in case something happens. It's foundation for even more. Restructure it. I trust this has been of service to you.
Yeah.
And I do see money coming to you, by the way. I see money coming to you, and I see it not coming from a set source that you're expecting. I see something new coming on the horizon that's going to bring you additional abundance. And I'm going to take you into the April month. The April month seems to have some abundance wrapped around it. Changes are coming. These changes will be pivotal in attracting more abundance. So stay in the visioning of it. And did you sign up for tomorrow night's class, Creating the Shift?
I am, actually. So I'll be there.
If you enjoyed what we just did tonight, right now, we're going to be doing that and more in our shift class. Anyone who wants to make a shift in their life, Evie, we're going to be taking the time to show you tricks and ways to shift that energy. So thank you so much for your question and following me on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. God bless you, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Great. Thank
All
you.
right,
God bless
bye.
you.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got someone who I know has some beliefs around money, and we're going to see what we're going to shift. We're going to Denise. And Denise, she is in Pembroke Pines. Denise, how are you tonight?
Good, Sarah. Thank you.
So, what's your question?
Okay. Money hasn't been, on the top of the scale. I mean, there's been so many other things that are going on. But while I was waiting on the phone, I remembered I have one client who absolutely owes us a lot of money.
Right.
And I'm hoping that we recoup this money.
Okay. So we have a client where we have a debt. Yes, there's an energetic exchange. And see them bringing you the money. See them working it out with you. All right? And make it approachable. Make it approachable. Because sometimes what happens is people get overwhelmed. They get overwhelmed by the amount they owe, and they just can't figure out their way. And sometimes we need to spoon feed the way to people. I mean, yes, would you love if they cut you a check for the full amount? You would. But if you get the resistance from that, then you say, okay, well, I know that we can create a flow of abundance here, so let's see how we can do this. And ask them for a counter plan.
Okay.
All right? Present it. Sometimes we have to think a different way so that people can find a way to incorporate it.
All right. Well, they already have a plan in action. I'm just hoping that they actually follow through with it.
Oh, well, we're not hoping. We're not hoping.
Well, they have to.
We're going to see
or
it.
It's my neck.
No, it's not. What is this self-talk? Whoa, 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 whoa. Back up.
Okay.
We are the commanding force of energy directing the current. What we put out forward will come back to us tenfold. I'm the directing energy. I'm going to send the energy out. They have a plan. I'm going to hold the space, the energy, the intention that everything they do is going to facilitate the payment to me. Hope is not a part of my equation. I'm not hoping nothing.
It's out of my mouth. It's out of my mouth.
Okay, and we don't want your neck cut off. It was my neck. I was like, no, don't put your neck. What are you, the turkey for Thanksgiving? We're going to cut off your neck and feed you to everyone? No. Freedom. Okay. We are free. But I understand abundance comes in many ways. And I understand, Denise, that you have other things on your plate that are a concern of you. Health, abundance of health is important. Abundance of relationship and communication. So what is the secondary question to this? I know while you were listening, we went off on a particular topic, but what was the question that you called with?
Well, here's my dilemma, and I've never approached it with you before, but it weighs very heavy on my husband and I.
Yes.
His daughter moved to Vermont, and when she comes here to visit, she stays with her in-laws, with the 3 kids, and of course her husband. But the thing is that in the years, I mean, the oldest is 6. We've never once babysat these children, and I don't know if it's because of me or my husband. I have a feeling it's because of my husband. I don't know if he said something insulting to my son-in-law, but something is going on because my older daughter said something to me. So I don't know if you see anything there. Spirit throwing something your way. Believe me, I would love to know if there's something we could do to correct.
So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back for you. I'm in the year of, I'm in the year for counting back purposes 2017, even though I'm fully aware that we are now at the end of January pretty much for 2018. But I'm going to go back to 2015. So something occurred a few years ago, but I also feel that the in-laws have something to do with it. okay?
Okay.
They don't want to relinquish. And whatever occurred in 2015 in a visit is whatever they're holding on to. So you've got to go back about 2.5 years, 3 years, and that will give you a better idea. And, you're feeling put off. You're feeling insulted. You're not feeling connected. You're not feeling included. And it's bothering your husband as well because he doesn't feel like, they trust you with the kids. I mean, they're not giving you that quality time. It's a wonderful time for grandparents to have the child alone and get to have fun with them without the hovering parents in the building. So that's your joy and your privilege, and you'd like to have that. And being direct and questioning is important. You're getting bits and pieces. So before you approach this, I want you to see the conversation ahead of time. Remember, we're creating a movie. You're the director of your movie. So you're going to see the movie. You're going to play it back. If you happen to kind of be drawn to a occurrence that made some disconnect in the relationship, then see that and then see the conversation. We really would like to spend some quality time with the children. And, we looked back and we said, my goodness, we never have. And we thought, that's strange. So is there anything that we may have done or said that makes you not feel confident in leaving the children with us? And then zip it. Throw the key away. Listen. Let them talk. They're probably going to squirm a little, but it's okay. We need to hear what they're feeling. It's when we avoid things that they build up. And, your husband's going through a lot of emotional and physical things right now, and he needs to clear the air. The key to his being healthy is clear air. Not pent-up emotions.
You're so right. You know what? You are so right, and that's part of the problem is that he would rather stew than ask the question where, I used to wonder, well, is it me or is it him? And then,
all right.
After talking to my daughter, she gave me what Paul is like, which is my husband, and, he says some insulting things. Well, I'm sure he doesn't even remember what he said.
But you know what? He doesn't have a filter. Sweetheart, he doesn't have a filter. So go to your husband, Paul, and say, honey, are you stewing? Okay, let's get out the crock pot. What are we going to make? But the only stewing that happens is what's going on in the crock pot for like a 12-hour shift. So after that, that's not healthy for him.
Right.
Because then he is beating himself up and it's eating away at him. And then we wonder why we have problems, why we don't feel supported, why the back is bothering us, why we have health crisis going on now, yes? Because it's internal, and you want to paint that picture. It's eating away inside of you, so let's take it out, let's put it in the crock pot, let's let it stew for 12 hours and get rid of it, and be done.
Okay.
And speak the truth.
Okay, so basically you're saying is that we need to ask them?
You need to ask them. In a loving way, not an accusatory way. Don't make an excuse. Tell us, did your father say anything? It's not about that. It's like, we were wondering. Oh, just crossed our mind. Fancy that. We were just sitting here in our rocking chairs wondering, gee, we haven't seen the grandchildren. They've never stayed here. We've never had them for a sleepover. What's going on? Children, why is that? And then shut your mouth. And let them tell their truth or their side of the story. They may not feel comfortable explaining what happened, but based on their action, you then can ask secondary questions that will get to the root of the issue.
Okay.
All right? But then you say, it's about the children. And children don't want to be deprived of the grandparents' love, so they're going to think that only your parents love them and we don't love them. And we want the children to have the best growing up time possible.
God, you're so good.
Well, we got to keep it happy, honey.
I know.
Can't be fighting.
I know. And
all right. Thank you so much for your question. And I know that there's so many people like Mr. Pot Roast in a crock pot, Paul, that are stewing on stuff. So we've got to speak it. We've got to speak our truth. We've got to get it out somehow. Because otherwise it's going to cause illness. All right. Thank you so much for your question, Denise. Thank you.
You're welcome, and I just want to let you know I did send someone your way. I'm hoping the young lady, her name is Kim, I hope she calls because she really needs you, and I'm hoping she calls tonight. I gave her your information, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, direct the energy. You're the creator of the movie, so see her picking up the phone and calling this center and booking an appointment. I know I will.
Okay, great.
All right, honey. Thank you. All right.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Okay,
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're going to go to Facebook. I've got some questions popping on Facebook. I've got calls on hold. I've got Atlanta. I've got Port St. Lucie. I've got Pembroke Pines. But I've got to go to my friend Frances on Facebook. She has a question about her health and her personal business prosperity. Well, first of all, Frances, I'm going to talk about your personal business prosperity. I'm feeling that there's expansion, but you need to make some more connections in your business. I feel that there's a different direction for you to take the business and people that you extend your services to. And I'm saying that in this month of February coming up, that there's going to begin to be a shift in business. The business prosperity will increase, and from February to July, up it starts to go. As far as your health, Frances, I'm seeing digestive system issues, and I'm also feeling as if you're not sleeping well. Perhaps we're waking up in the middle of the night, the rest is not there. They take me to the thyroid, makes me feel as if the thyroid might be a little bit out of balance. Be sure to have that checked. Have all the blood work done to make sure that the body is flowing well. You're going to need a well-formed and producing body because you have a lot of business coming your way. Expansion will be key for you this year in 2018, a lot of growth. If you have additional specific questions, you can ask them on Facebook or call the center and book your personal appointment with me, Sarah Spiritual. Thank you, Frances. I know you follow the feed on Facebook, and I greatly appreciate your following the show. We're going to go to Facebook again because we've got lots of questions on Facebook. And, Jacqueline Cullen, she said, we spoke earlier this week, and this show was meant for me. I'm ready, universe, she says, show me the money. Yes, Jacqueline and I did speak earlier on Facebook this week, and I'm always open to your questions on Facebook. And as I listened to what Spirit was saying for Jacqueline, it was very, very important that Jacqueline begin to change how she viewed her money. Jacqueline, like many people, is in a job where it can only yield so much. And she's in that kind of job where you want to stay for the full term, kind of like a prison sentence, because that's how you get all the benefit of the type of job she has. So Jacqueline is putting on her thinking cap and trying to come up with a different way to generate revenue. And I see new ways of business and side activities for Jacqueline coming up. So the universe is going to show you the money. And Jacqueline, I've got to tell you, I like your birthday. I like the month and the day. And I think that you should play that number in the Cash 3. Can't tell you exactly when, but I feel that that combination of numbers is due to come in a very short time. Jacqueline, on Facebook, you wrote your birthday. Everyone on Facebook, scroll down and see Jacqueline's birthday. Maybe you might want to play the number 2. There's more than enough in the Florida Lottery. Thank you, everyone, for your Facebook questions. We are going to take one more Facebook question, and then we are going to be going right back to the phone lines. Tawana Middleton. She is in Atlanta, and I want to know what job opportunities coming up for her this Friday. Let's see. There is a job opportunity, and this job opportunity is going to use some more skills, some of the training that you've had that is very beneficial to you. I feel like this will give you a bump in pay. It will also give you a bump in responsibilities. It is a good interview, and it is a good opportunity for this job. I will want you to take the time to listen when they ask the question so that you are sure to answer the question directly. The person who is interviewing you on this job opportunity on Friday is very specific in their questioning, and they want you to be very direct in your answer and very sure of yourself. I know that you can pull that off, Tawana, and I see the flow of the universe drawing forth the current of energy of increase for you. So thank you, Tawana, for your Facebook question. We are really appreciating your following the feed. And we are going to thank everyone on Facebook for all your questions, and we're going to continue to answer questions on Facebook. But for now, we have to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to go back to the phone lines, back to Facebook. Thanks, everyone. We are in the universal flow. The universe is going to show us the money. So while we go to commercial, I want you to look up to the sky, look up to the heavens, and I want you to say, universe, show me the money. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, tune in to the Dr. Bob Martin Show. From erectile dysfunction to eczema, heartburn to headaches, carpal tunnel to how to lower cholesterol drug-free. Sunday mornings at 10. On Talk 1470 WNN.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
If you suffer from excruciating back pain, do not have surgery. Call Dr. Fernando Ranella, MD, and ask him about the new ozone therapy and how it can eliminate your back pain once and for all. End your suffering today. Call Dr. Fernando Ranella, the Center for Back Pain Management, 561-819-6325. That's 561-819-6325 or injectpainaway.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook. and share the love and light.
Yes, indeed, you are everything in the world. Everything in the world that's moving around you, you are one with all of that. And yes, indeed, you're aligned with your destiny. You're also aligned with your abundance. Universe, did you say show me the money? Well, all together now, everyone. Show me the money, universe. Let's see, bring it on. Let's see what the universe has for you. Now, we have a special challenge going on. I don't know if you were listening to last week's show, but we're going to catch you up. We have a very special random act of kindness challenge for all of you. This is what you have to do. Write it down. You need to go to my Sarah Spiritual Facebook page, Sarah Spiritual, like the page and follow the page. Sarah Spiritual, S-A-R-A-H, Spiritual, on Facebook, like the page, follow the page. That's step one. Then you have to type in the feed of this show or any show that we've done last week and this week and say, I am in. I am in. I am into doing a random act of kindness for someone. And then you need to go out in the world and you need to pay it forward. And I want you to document it. Take a picture. Take a picture of you buying coffee for someone behind you in Dunkin' Donuts. Have someone smile for a selfie with you as you are opening up the door for them. Perhaps you go buy groceries for someone who's retired and maybe you know they're on a limited budget. Bring them the groceries. Do something wonderful for someone. Help our fellow mankind. And document it, and I want you to send me a note telling me what happened and how you felt. And then, between now and Wednesday, which February 14th, I think is Valentine's Day, and I think we are spending Valentine's Day together, we are going to announce 2 people who are going to win, and your prize is a 15-minute free session with me, Sarah Spiritual. And we're going to share all the goodness. Now, of course, the blessings that will come to you is by far worth more than 15 minutes with me, Sarah Spiritual. But that's my thank you for you taking the time and showing the world that we need to look out for other people and that it takes just one moment to do something kind for another person. Random act of kindness. It's such a beautiful thing. To me, it's something that we should make, well, a plan to do every day. Something nice for someone else. And it doesn't always have to involve money. But the energetic exchange of you doing something, putting out the current, the energy of giving, always brings back to you tenfold. And so once you're in the habit of doing something wonderful externally, wonderful things come back to you externally as well as internally. So I hope you take that random act of kindness challenge, put it in the feed right there. Hey, Sarah Spiritual, I'm in. I'm taking your random act of challenge, kindness challenge, and I am in. And we're going to stay in contact with you. I know that the people who work with me are going, oh God, she's giving us one more thing to do. We're going to stay in contact with them. Yes, we are, because we're family and we need to shift the energy on the planet. And the surest way I know how to do it is do wonderful things for wonderful people. We are going right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-5565. 1470. We are welcoming your call, and Facebook. We are looking forward to your questions live on Facebook. Be sure to ask the question, leave me your birth date. But for now, Facebook, keep chattering there. Let's have some conversations going in the feed. But I've got to go to Atlanta. I got a caller in Atlanta, and I just know that she is in the universal flow, and she is working in the energy, and the universe is flowing abundance to my lovely caller, Jacqueline in Atlanta. So, Jacqueline, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jacqueline. Are you in the universal flow of abundance?
Yes, I am.
All right, Jacqueline, are you ready? Repeat after me. Universe?
Universe?
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
All right, honey, we are ready. What's your question?
My first question is, I just have to stop and say, I totally agree. Abundance, oh my God, I have been so blessed today through my granddaughter's school. Oh my God. I'll tell you, love is the best thing in the world. Love of your fellow man. I totally agree with you. Okay, I'm going to stop. Because you know I like to talk. But, first of all, I applied for my disability, and I know you're going to tell me the truth, so I'm going to sit back and shut up and listen.
Oh, Lord. This must be a day of miracles. She's going to sit back and listen. All right, hold on. Spirit, did you hear that? Spirit, come on down. We can have a conversation with her now. I reckon she's listening. Oh, Lordy. All right, let's see what they got for you. All right, so, sweetheart, you went ahead and you applied.
Yes,
and
I did.
You know what? It's a little back and forth here.
Okay.
You know, they're giving, it's going to take some time. It is going to take some time for that. They're making me feel as if I am in the time of your birthday. You're going to know better where you stand with this. It's going to take some time, and it may carry over a bit into next year. It depends, because I feel as if there's another documentation they're going to need, and that depends on how long it takes you to do that and meet the criteria. So there'll be some paperwork back and forth. But, you know that it's something that's important. It's going to assist you, and that you're not in a way to be able to participate in work. So, Jacqueline, you're doing what you have to do to assist yourself. We know that the system that approves and disapproves this at times is broken, because people have, maybe crossed some lines and maybe not done things ethically. So they tend to be a little regimented and, a little suspicious. So you want to be sure to document everything. The longest period of time they take me is 18 months, which takes us into next year, mid-year. So it's a little back and forth, all right? So you will follow through, and things will work wonderfully for you. We're going to hold the space for this to be successful and expeditious. I wanted to hurry up and move so that everything lands, and you are in a more secure place. It is going to be a good year for you, so things are going to work out. And I want you to adopt this verbiage, if I may make this suggestion. Spirit's reminding me to tell you to say, everything's always working out for me.
Everything is always working out for me.
Okay. So we don't have to be sure how it's going to work out. We don't need to dictate the way. Just say, everything's always working out for me. So it's always working out, so I'm good.
Okay, so that's my prosperity. That's all good. I listen. Anything else?
You are on track, my dear. You are on track, and Spirit says you're playing around with the dating, so that's interesting. Yes.
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting on February.
All right.
I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We did that once before, and it landed me somewhere I didn't want to be.
No, live in the moment of now. Remember, you're the director of the movie, so let's see the movie. And Jacqueline, you are in Atlanta, but if you go to sarahspiritual.com, the class of how to make a shift in all areas of your life is listed on my website, sarahspiritual.com, and it is only $15. For $15, you can video conference and be a part of the class and see the center as if you're sitting in the audience. So I encourage you to join me in this class so that you can make the shift, all right? Maybe you can talk Ms. Tawana to sign up for the class as well.
Oh, listen, we way ahead of you, my love. We are there. We are there.
Did you register already? I got to check with my people to update my list.
Not yet, but it will be done this afternoon.
Perfect. All right. I'll look for your name on my wonderful sign-up list. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. That's right. Go to saraspiritual.com. We've got some interesting happenings coming. Besides Thursday, the shift, the energy of the shift, and our fabulous class, we have our Blue Moon ceremony coming up on the 30th of January. And it's also the day of the lunar eclipse, that energy of releasing. And we're going to have a wonderful ceremony, and that too is going to be video conference. I hope that no matter where you are across the United States, that you just tap in and join us. That class is only 18, and it's a wonderful experience, and there's going to be a lot of information and a lot of energy that's going to be exchanged. No matter where you are, you're going to feel the current. So stay with us and be a part of that experience. We are going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got Jennifer. And Jennifer, she is in Port St. Lucie. Jennifer, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. And what's your question?
My question is, first, I just believe in my heart that this year is going to be the year of breakthrough for me. But sometimes there's just out of feeling that steps in, which I wanted to rebuke it. But my question is, I tried to apply for a transfer from where I'm at in West Palm to the Port St. Lucie new branch that's going to be opening up. And I just want to see what Spirit sees about that, if it's going to be coming through.
Okay. Well, I know that they are aware that you live in Port St. Lucie, yes?
Yes.
Okay. There was a little resistance, and you felt that when you were talking about making that submission. Is that correct?
Yes.
I feel as if where you are, they don't want to lose you. You know, you do such a good job. They're like, we don't want to let her go. But I believe that you can have an interview with the people in the HR of the new facility that's opening, and well, you can train someone in your current position to take your place. So I feel that there's a nice opportunity for you there, and the universe is doing everything they can to support you. Now, that doesn't mean you go to work tomorrow and don't do a good job, because you're good at what you do. It's a very important time for you in the manifestation process. And kind of like what I told Jacqueline in Atlanta, you want to say, everything's always working out for me. So everything's always working out for you. And I want you to see that energy happening in a way that everyone just says yes. Who would want to say no to you? They can't say no to you, honey, because you do everything with heart. And I also know that there's some limiting beliefs, some energy of your past that's kind of creeping up, that things are hard and you're feeling like you're struggling, and that some aspects of abundant, fulfilled living, well, that they're not happening. And that's frustrating to you, yes?
Yes, I got a breakdown on Monday, actually. That was just...
You had a breakdown. But you know what? Breakdown, meltdown is just a setup for a comeback. So you released it, you let it out, and you too, I do hope that you take the time to come to this wonderful shift class tomorrow night. I do hope that you join us for the ceremony on Tuesday, for the full moon, blue moon, lunar eclipse experience, because you've got releasing, you've got things to energetically let go of. And there's a belief in your life that every time you feel comfortable, kind of like Evie, I don't know if you were on when she called, you know, every time she gets ahead, suddenly something happens to pull her back. And it's that energy of feeling, it's like a rubber band. And when we don't feel we deserve what we want, when we don't have a good relationship with money, when we don't have a good relationship with relationships, what happens is we go far and like, yay, this is the time, to use your words, if I may, this is the breakthrough year. I'm going, and shoop, pulls you right back. And you're like, what the heck happened? How did that happen? Well, what happens is inside there's a part of you that is so used to, it's grown accustomed being beaten down. It becomes familiar, and your worth is in question. And even though your analytical mind, the mind that says, I know I'm good at what I do, I know I can work and accomplish things, I know I'm a good person, all that self-talk in the analytical mind is not matching with the feeling world of Jennifer. So Jennifer has an opportunity to shift how she feels about herself and send the energy of love first to yourself. Remember what I said earlier in the abundance conversation. My cup runneth over, but the cup has to be full. Jennifer is full of self-love, and that is not selfishness. That is self-love, honoring self, and recognizing that an aspect of you is a vehicle for the expression of the Creator. And that aspect that dwells within you can create and manifest anything, and that you're worthy of it. Otherwise, you would not have been born into this world. You are worthy of all you desire. Doesn't matter what your mother told you, your father told you, your cousin, your brother, your ex-husband. Doesn't matter. That's their dialogue. That was their script of the movie. Change the movie and see yourself surrounded by people who honor you, love you, respect you. And first and foremost, honor, love, and respect yourself. You can do this.
I can.
You can. I see you moving. You're moving. You've got a new job. But I do hope, since you work in West Palm, that you stop on by the center tomorrow and you join us. The class is only from 7:30 to 9. You'll be home in plenty of time to tuck yourself in to get ready for your days of work.
I'm going to be in Vera tomorrow. I wish I was going to be down there tomorrow.
All right. Well, somehow you'll find a way. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for sharing your question with us and following the show. We greatly appreciate you. And we know you follow us on Facebook, so thank you. And be sure to share your random act of kindness. All right, Jennifer, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
God bless.
1-888-565-1470. We are going to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Kathy. And Kathy is in Pembroke Pines. Kathy, how are you this evening?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. I had spoken to you a few months ago, and you had said that I had fallen into a routine and I needed to get out. So I've made some changes in my life. My children have purchased a home for me in Orlando. So I'm ready to take the jump and move without having a job or anything. But I'm a little concerned about my health.
Okay, great. Let me take a look at that for you, Kathy. And by the way, I know you're concerned about work, but I do feel that you will fall in line with work. I also feel that you need the break. You need the rest. You need the little in between. Yes, you need the cushion of rest. And this is going to be good for your physical body. All right? So when I scan you from head to toe, the first thing they make me aware of is there's testing. You have testing coming up, yes? Or you could just complete testing?
I do.
You do.
I did. I was in the hospital 2 weeks ago, and they didn't determine anything, so now there's more testing.
More testing, yes. And there is a misalignment in the energy, so let me take a look and see what I can find for you. I'm not a doctor, but I'm also going to work on you while I do this, if I may. So we're going to see, then maybe we'll just go and they'll go, there's nothing, and you'll feel fine, and everything's great, right? I like that plan. So let me take a look.
Okay.
So when I pull down on the energy, first of all, I feel a lot of weakness, yes? Did they run the blood tests, and did they test for parasite or hidden virus, please?
No, they said there was no virus, but they still say that it might be a virus because I guess my ANA tested positive for an autoimmune disease, but that's not diagnostic. I still need to see a rheumatologist.
Right. So, and I'm feeling the aches and pains, so I'm feeling that there's something out of alignment there. So what I want you to do when you sit in your vision is I want you to see the light showering from the heavens. I want you to see it coming down into the top of your head, infusing your body and seeing it flowing through your blood, this golden light like fields of gold, just flowing through and illuminating the blood and purifying the blood. So it's like 14 karat gold pure, right? Beautiful energy. And we want to feel that flowing inside of you. I feel as if the body is toxic. There is allergies to food that is going on as well. And I want them to test for heavy metal toxicity. This is what they're showing me. Perhaps you have a little bit too much mercury in your body. If you had any of those old-fashioned fillings and things, sometimes people ate a lot of tuna from the can, and the tuna also has mercury in it. So we want to test for heavy metal. We also want to check for the presence of, I'm not a doctor, but this is what Spirit is telling me, the Epstein-Barr virus. Because if you've ever had mononucleosis or the Epstein-Barr virus, this is the root of a lot of disease in the autoimmune system. All right? So this is very important for them to identify that. There's no set cure, but if we are aware of what that is, then they can treat it accordingly. But a lot of the stress also activated this. The autoimmune diseases are often activated by stress. They're not going to find much when they look through you. And I would really doubt that you have, again, I'm not a doctor, but I would doubt that you have rheumatoid arthritis. I would really lean that there's something present in the blood, like an Epstein-Barr or some virus or parasitic activity. And we have a lot of toxins in the body that have come over time. Do a detox. I would suggest that you go to a integrative medical person, someone who is very just well-versed in many other options for you. But of course, follow tradition.
I'm seeing an acupuncturist.
Okay, but we also need someone to really get to the root of some other things as well. But I am very much in favor of acupuncture. So continue on. I feel that this is correctable and manageable for you. And I feel that this break and this new vibration, if I remember correctly, you wanted to kind of get out of the area of where you were and have a new fresh start, yes?
Yeah, because I lost my daughter, so I have nothing left here for me.
Okay. So we are going to move forward, yes?
Yes, we're going to move forward. God willing, we're going to move forward.
No, God is already willing. You need to be willing. Are you willing?
Yes, I am.
All
and
right,
I'm not afraid to give my 2 weeks' notice without having a job in Orlando. I know I can get a job, but I do need that rest. I need that break.
The rest. You need that break. You need that time to heal yourself, heal your morning. You just need that time, all right? And you're very much loved on the other side, my dear.
I know.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing with me, and God bless you in your journey, and I'm glad you're taking the plunge.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
We'll be in
Stay in touch. Yes. Bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come right back to the phone lines, answering your questions live all across the United States, answering your questions in Atlanta, here in South Florida, in New York, California. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There, you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Every soul's got its story. Goodness gracious, what's your soul's story? And what scene are you in now? Are you playing the movie of your prosperity? Tonight we are talking about your prosperity. And we are welcoming your phone calls here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Tonight is all about you and your questions and answering your questions regarding money. Your questions about how to be in a different place than you are now. And how to live that fulfilled living. And we need to go back to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470 and answer your questions. And we are going to go to Gina. And Gina is in Connecticut. Gina, how are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Gina. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I got you. So how can Spirit and I assist you? What is the self-talk around prosperity? What can we shift with you?
So I'm just giving confirmation that exactly what you said when I spoke to you back in October about the job that I received quickly, that it was going to be hard work, and it wasn't going to be easy. And I've been working my tail off, and I work with a lot of senior executives. But I got this feeling lately that my my direct boss is kind of like not liking the fact that people above him are starting to reach out and pull me into projects. So my contract, I'm up for permanent, to be from contract to permanent. But there's been a caveat change where they're going to be posting my role this week, and I actually have to apply, and other contractors didn't have to do that. So that has me a little nervous as, this company, I've been working on some really high-level projects, and, there's a lot on my plate, and I see there's a lot of opportunity. So I just want to make sure that this is going to be a secure thing, or if I have to look at plan B.
I'm going to share with you. The first thing Spirit says is, yes, have a plan B. And that's not from a fear point of view. Be open to something, what you do, or better. And the reason why Spirit says better is that I feel like some executives have their eye on you and you're applying for the position. I feel like that was orchestrated by your director, your direct boss, your direct connect, and HR.
Right.
Okay? So that was their way to see how does she measure up, all right? You have a lot of support in the organization. I feel that you can apply for that. Everyone's going to know that you have applied for that. They know that you're a contractor. And because you are a contractor, there are other opportunities, and I want you to hear me. There are other opportunities in that organization that could even be a better fit for you. And I want you to look and see, because there may be someone that you could work for that's not your boss, that you have a better relation with. So I want you to ask for your job or better. That's what the universe tells me. Your job or better. Okay? Do not limit yourself in the fear of, oh, they've changed the rules of the game. Well, welcome to the game of life. Rules are always changing. So sugar, we are going to sugarcoat it, and we are going to just go to be open to all the possibilities. And I'm going to give you the same line I gave a couple of other people. Everything's always working out for me. Okay?
Wow.
That's intimidation.
That's amazing. So I want to say thank you to you and the Spirit Guides, because there's actually a role that's a manager position, and and I look at the description, it was just posted last week. I've been doing, I would say, 80 to 90% of this role by working with higher leadership on projects.
Right.
And when my boss, he was talking about this one responsibility, and I said, oh, I could do that, and it was basically about this role. He was like, oh, well, it involves being on the phone late with execs and different stuff. And I said, well, I've done that before. I can handle that. It's called work-life balance. You make it work. And he was just like, yeah, but it's a lot more detailed than that. So, like you said, and I just got confirmation. Now I know that I need to apply for both.
You need to apply for the both. The game has changed, and you know what? That's great, because he, in his attempt to make it difficult for you, and I'm going to address his perception in a moment, but in his attempt to make it difficult for you, what he has done is given you the opportunity to do other things and not settle. Now, let's talk about the dynamic. So the dynamic is that he feels that you have, well, first of all, I'm going to say it straight out as the way Spirit says. You're a woman, and how are you going to handle that? And aren't you supposed to be doing something else? I mean, aren't you supposed to go for a pedicure? How are you going to be on the phone? I mean, it's got a condescending energy with him, and that's his communication. That's how Spirit shows it. So we understand that's where he is. That's his limited belief. And, you're kind of like this up-and-coming person. It's like, well, even though I know you're not 20, but you're young, and he's looking at you going, well, how have you accomplished all that? Because you're the kind of girl, Gina. That's what happens when we're from the Northeast. Go ahead and tell us we can't do it. Jiminy Crickets, we're going to do it. So, everyone has challenged you, and you rise to the occasion. Now, we need to remember that we are also worth even more than you're getting paid now. Right. And we know that the roles have their limits, but I see a steady climb in that. Now, when you started the conversation, you did say that Spirit had said that this described the job perfectly that you were about to embark upon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to stay with what Spirit says, because I only say what they say. I just have to say. So we're going to follow that energy, and we're going to stay grounded in the knowing that everything's always working out for you. And abundance flows to you with ease and grace. And I want you to write your next paycheck. I want you to see what's your paycheck going to be in 2 months. I want you to write that out on a piece of paper. Even take one of your checks and say, pay to the order of me. And this is whatever you want to make it, or make a fake check. And write it. Don't try to cash it, because that would be fraud. But, just write it to yourself and put it down, and then say, a year from now, this is what my check's going to be. With your new title and everything. All right?
Awesome.
Perfect, Gina. And you know what, Gina? If you are free in Connecticut, and tomorrow night from 7:30 to 9, depending on your work balance schedule, go to Sarah Spiritual, pop online, register, and be a part of the class. I'd love to have you join us.
Yes, I'm trying. If not, I'm looking at next Tuesday because that blue moon is going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome, and we got a lot of energy ramping up for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much.
so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Keep going. All right. Bye.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. Love to hear what's happening with you and answer your question. And let's see how we can raise the bar on that prosperity belief. But for right now, speaking of prosperity beliefs, I got to go back to Atlanta because we know that there's a girl who's starring in a movie in Atlanta. That's always an interesting movie, and sometimes she's got a couple of twists going on there. I've got to go to a call for Sherry, and let's see what's going on in Sherry's movie. Everybody's in a movie. Let's see what Sherry's starring in this week. Sherry, what's going on?
Hi, Sarah. How's it going?
Great. What's your limiting belief around prosperity? Let's talk about prosperity.
Abundance flows. Abundance flow naturally.
Yes.
And everything works out for me with ease and grace.
There you go. So, Sherry, what's your question?
Thank you, Sarah. I wish I could put my question like the lady who you just spoke to, because it was so brilliant how she asked you. I don't know why this energy is negative with me at work.
Okay.
There's this young lady named Sean, and I'm not going back to the past or relive anything from my past.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep saying to myself, and I keep saying it, this is not, the past is over.
Okay.
And she snaps at me a lot, then I find myself raising my voice at her. So I guess here's the thing. Should I be looking for a new job? I don't quite know how to handle this.
Okay. Well, even if you look for another job, Sherry, if we're attracting an experience and it's repetitive, then we need to look at what the common denominator is. And we want to look at how you are interpreting energy. And I'm not saying that she's not snippety snip. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to learn tolerance for people. You know, there are times where someone may say something to me and I take this little breath. I'm like, and then I come out with my really, really special Sarah Spiritual voice. I'm like, okay, I understand. But the way I see it, and I get really sweet and okay, like we're all going to breathe here, right? I have to go to that place because I don't want to feel the anxiety. I don't want to feel the frustration. I want to have tolerance. And in the time where I'm adjusting my tone to make sure that I am conversing in a place of love, even though I'm going to say what's on my mind, I'm not putting up a defense and I'm not making them feel defensive because I do want to hear what someone has to say. And she's snippy because she thinks she's in charge and the whole world revolves around her. Well, it's her world and she's living in it. And so say, oh, okay, thank you for sharing that information with me. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. She wouldn't know what to do with that. And I just love that because then people like do a double take. Like sometimes she might actually look like the Exorcist. Her head may spin around a few times, but you'll see it and you'll be like, wow, I just beat her at her own game. And it's such a great feeling to feel that you are not letting anything flow. Now, and disrupt your flow, I should say. But can you look for another job? You can. But there's a pattern here. So let's see if we can make things work where we are. You know, things require commitment. And, well, work is a relationship. And we're forming relationships with many people and many personalities, you know. So that's why, if you think about it, marriage should be easy because we've got to have all these relationships with all these people and manage all of them all day. We should be able to handle one little marriage, right? Or one love relationship. But because it's so emotional, it becomes challenging. You're letting your emotions get the better of you. And it's work, and it's not personal. You're taking everything personal. It's a movie. Watch the movie. Say, oh, have a talk with yourself. Say, Sherry, you better get your popcorn out because it's going to be a real good show because this chick, she's on a high ride today. And just start watching the movie. And don't engage in it because you're allowing her to disrupt your flow and your energy of centeredness and peace and all the work that you might have done for days following the Wednesday night show with Sarah Spiritual. And then by Monday, she's got you ready to spit nails. That's not cool. So stay centered, sweetheart. You don't have to look for another job, and you are going to be able to stay there. You do your work, all right, my dear? Everything's always working out for you, Sherry.
Everything is always working out for me, Sarah.
Yes, it is. Perfect. Thank you so much, honey. God bless you. Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
We've got another call, and she's in Atlanta, too. So I've got to go to Atlanta, and I've got to take a call from Mary. And Mary actually just had a birthday a couple of weeks ago, maybe less than 2 weeks ago. So Mary in Atlanta, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, Sarah. Thank you.
Great.
How are you?
I'm doing great, Mary. And how can I assist you with the flow of prosperity, or what's your question tonight?
Yes, it's the job, in and out of different jobs, part-time sometime. I'm kind of trying to feel out, what the year would look like as far as work.
And were you working part-time in two different things depending on who needed you? Is that the vibe around you right now? Okay. So I'm feeling that both of them are good, but you're looking for something that's a little more consistent, yes, and something that's a little more fulfilling. And Spirit tells me you're a very organized person, and you like to make sure things fall in order. So I feel like you get a lot of responsibility wherever you go, even more than they're paying you for, I got to tell you. But that's okay.
Yeah.
You love what you do, and you really like to work, and you like to keep busy. And Spirit tells me that there's a part-time job coming for you that's different than what you have, and they want you to keep your ears peeled and even take a look on whatever venue you have that brings forth work to you, whether you're looking online or you're making connections and networking. And I also feel like, do you belong to a church, Mary? Is there a church you go to?
Yeah, I just go part-time, but I don't belong, really.
Okay, well, wherever you go, take a look and see if they're looking, because I feel like you might make a good secretary or someone that handles some of the things for a church or something, where they need you a few hours every day and something like that, where you're making a difference and you're connecting to lots of people. Because you're very good with people. People like working with you, and they trust you. Shoot, Mary, you could do my job. I think you could do my job. Do you want to fill in for me? Because I think you'd do a really good job. You'd be like, oh, girl, let me tell you what I'm feeling, right? But Mary, people trust you. They really enjoy that. And I do feel that this year brings an increase in prosperity for you. A nice increase, and it's up to you to direct how that flows. Remember, we can envision it differently than maybe how the part-time job dictates. I feel that one of the two part-time jobs isn't going to want to let you go, so you may work something out and not completely lose one of those part-time jobs when you step into your next part-time job, which will be a little bit more encompassing, a little bit more consistent. All right, Mary? How did you hear about the show, Mary?
From Jacqueline, a friend of mine he's from Palm Beach, Florida. And
wonderful. Wonderful, Mary. Well, thank you, and spread the word in Atlanta, and I'm doing my best to get up there when it gets a little bit warmer because, I don't like to not wear open-toe shoes, so I will be there soon, all right? Thank you so much, Mary, for following us in Atlanta. All right, God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute to go to Facebook. I know we've got some Facebook questions, and if you're on hold in Boca, Orlando, or all across the United States, we're going to get to your phone calls, and we welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. We're going to see if we can get these phone lines moving and shaking and keep getting some questions from all of you. And we are going to go to Sincere Trust in Him. Let's see, Miss Sarah, we've got Latasha on, and she's been a customer of mine for years, and I want to thank you for that, Latasha. And let's see, she wants to know about Grandma, trying to send her a sign. Her birthday's in a few days, but she's trying to see if any blessings are coming her way. Well, I'm seeing that your grandmother is connected to you in the dream state, and I'm feeling as if she's been coming to you. And I also feel that not only is she with you around your birthday, but they make me aware, Latasha, that she has a birthday or an anniversary coming up in the month of March or April. So there's something connected to grandmother around that time. And grandma is also, I want to say, she's not necessarily approving with some of the friends that you have, but I really want to go primary partner or relationship. There's something going on in that dynamic that grandma is trying to connect with so that she can help you navigate that. Grandma is giving you a sign. She is with you in the birthday, and she's coming to you in the dream state. Take a look at the people around you. Your grandmother was a straight shooter, honey, and Grandma doesn't want to see people not being honest and authentic around you. So take a look at that, and Grandma is with you. And thank you so much for following the show, following me on Facebook, and being one of my customers of the Expedito Enlightenment Center and Sarah Spiritual. Thank you, Latasha. God bless you. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I've got Michelle. And Michelle, well, she's in Boca. Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing good, Sarah. How are you?
Great. So, Michelle, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Right after me, say, universe.
Universe.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Okay, honey, what's your question for me?
Well, that's part of the question. I feel like I have some blocks going on as far as money flowing, job. So I just need some clarity of what's going on and what I can do to shift that.
Okay, wonderful. First thing, Michelle, they make me aware of you feel as if you're doing a lot of things to generate money, but nothing's ever enough. There's not enough for you. And I also feel that the things that bring you joy, you haven't figured out how to have them generate you enough money. So it's like you're going to work and you're doing a job because that's what I have to do, because that's the only way I can pay my bills, barely. But what I really want to be doing is whatever that is. So I want you to remember how you feel when you do what you love to do. And there's many things that you love to do. So feel the feeling of what it is you love to do. Now I want you to transfer that feeling to your work environment. Yes, that tedious activity. And I want you to see that activity differently. I want you to see that activity bringing you joy, see that activity bringing you abundance, and seeing that money being more than enough. And as we see it being more than enough, and we are in gratitude and joy in the experience that we have in the current work, that can be a little tiresome and tedious and like, oh my God, why am I here? We're reprogramming that conversation with self, and we're seeing it as a stepping stone to put you on track for what you desire to do that brings you joy. The universe tells me, the guides tell me that you haven't fully fine-tuned what it is that you really want. You want to be specific in how you would like to generate an income. And I'm going to give you an example. When I decided, it wasn't totally specific. I said, I want to help people. That was the first words out of my mouth. I didn't know what I was signing up for. The next words were, I think I want to have a place. I think I want to have a center. And I said that out loud, and I felt it. I felt like that's what I really wanted to do. Now, my brain started. My brain started, and it said, how are you going to do that? I don't know how that's going to work. How's that going to happen? I said, I don't know. This is what I want to do. And so I stilled my mind, and I really had nothing else to do but still my mind. So I cleared my mind, and I said, this is what I feel. I kept going to what I feel I'm supposed to do. And the more I was in that feeling, the more I was in the energy, the more I was in the current of the universal flow. The more I was aware that everything I was doing was putting me and preparing me for what I ultimately wanted to do. And I think that you've looked at some of your jobs, your tasks as tiresome and tedious, and some of them you don't see how they connect with what you want to do.
Right.
But they do, because it's given you a whole vast group of people to connect with, and it's allowed you to perfect your conversation as to what you enjoy doing and your spiritual self. And now you just need to roll up your sleeves and show up consistently and every day do something spiritual that generates revenue, something that brings you joy that generates revenue. Whether there's a physical exchange or not, I'm talking about being in the feeling and doing the activity. By being in the feeling and doing the activity, the universe will give you back that energy and you will build the momentum. We need to build the momentum. It's like when we flip the switch, it looks like the light went on immediately, but there's a current that has to run from where the item is plugged in to hit the bulb and turn the light on. So we don't see that going on, but what you're doing is you're building this electric current, this momentum to come to you so that everything comes, and when the light bulb goes on, Lights, camera, action. The movie is in full play, and you are exactly where you want to be.
Okay.
This is how you create. And I also understand that you're feeling pulled in a lot of different directions, and Spirit makes me aware of that. And you and many people, we've got to be many places at the same time. And there's an obligation. Yes, there's an obligation. You're committed to people in your life. And so you have to find that work-life balance. But every day, do something joyful around what you love to do.
Okay, to generate the feeling.
To generate the feeling. And the feeling will create the momentum to bring forth the revenue. So let me give you an example. So, you talk to the angels, you work with crystals, you work with energy. You could say to someone, hey, I was sitting with my amethyst today, and I just had this overwhelming feeling that if you wear purple this week to work, something magnificent is going to happen to you. Okay. And you just say it to your friend, and then it doesn't matter if the friend believes or not. You just say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. And then they come back and they go, you're right. I wore purple, and that day everything went right for me. It was the best day I've had in 3 months at my job. I don't know. How did you know that? You say, I don't know. It was just a feeling.
Right.
And then the feeling turns into a momentum for you and the person that you just gave the gift to. Just like I'm sharing with you tonight a feeling.
Right.
So I'm giving you the gift of energy for you to play with the energy. We need to play with the energy. It's like a magnetic ball, right? We want to have the energy bouncing around. So when I hold the energy in my hands, I have energy coming from my right hand to my left hand. And those of you on Facebook can see me. I'm playing with the energy. And if we had the lighting just right, you could actually see the radiance going between my hands.
Right.
So you want to play with the ball of the energy of who you are.
Okay.
And you want to make yourself expand and contract. And you want to see the energy moving. And as you see it moving, you see yourself morphing and changing, and you take yourself off the visual of who you are or who you believe yourself to be, or the limited belief that holds you in place. You see, there's a limited belief that you're not good at what you do. There's a belief. You have compared yourself to other people.
Okay.
There's no comparison. You are unique.
Right.
Okay. I know you know that in your mind, but we've got to go to the feeling that we are good enough, that we have a gift to bring out into the world, and by golly, we're going to do it.
Okay.
All right.
There's one particular job I applied for. It's for a holistic center in Palm Beach. Do you feel that the energy is right for me to get that job, or what do you feel about that?
And are you going to be giving a service there? Yes?
No, not a service. Like kind of overall overseeing the place.
Overseeing the place. Almost like a resort spa place? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It is a fit for you. I don't know if you have all the criteria for the management of the hotel and spa energy, so that may not be the complete fit. So it depends what your resume says. They're looking for something specific in that place.
Okay.
And I know the place you're talking about, right? I know the place because you and I have talked about that place before in another conversation, yes?
Yes.
So hold that vision. Hold that vision.
Okay.
All right. A lot of activity going on there, but I'll hold that vision with you. We submitted the resume, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll hold the vision for the phone to ring, but that would be a good fit for you. That would be a good fit for you. So we want to look at the resume and see if you incorporated everything necessary for that.
All right.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Michelle. God bless you. Thank you for connecting with us. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And if you're with us in Atlanta, and so many of you are, then pop on to WWNN 1470 AM for this next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Because we just love having you be a part of our action here. And all across the United States, our phones are ringing off the hook, and we want to be a part of all of you and share the experience of prosperity and creating that energy. Facebook, when we come back, we're going to be answering your questions. So let's see if the universe is going to show you the money. Ask me your questions about prosperity, love, relationships, and everyone, stay with us. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Did you call me with your song? Did
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Want to lower your rate and payments, get rid of mortgage insurance, or get cash out? Find out about your best refinance options by tuning into the Get Mortgage Fit radio show with Alex Michaels and Carrie Kasem, Thursday afternoons from 1 to 2, where you'll learn everything you need to know about mortgage loans, today's rates, FHA, VA, and more. Call the Get Mortgage Fit show Thursday afternoons from 1 to 2 on WNN at 800-827-RATE, 800-827-RATE, or visit them online at newamericanfunding.com, NMLS 6606.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune into our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay. Let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up. For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed. I am perfectly aligned with my destiny. And we are all aligned together tonight for our third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, connecting live with all of you right here, right now. And we welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. And I know if the phone line's busy, just keep trying. That's okay. We're going to get you in. Facebook questions, keep them coming. I know we've got some action going on Facebook, and we have some wonderful questions that we have to answer there. But for right now, I want to go to Kathy in Delray. Kathy, how are you this evening? Kathy?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kathy. What's your burning question here about prosperity? What's your question?
Okay, it's really about health.
Health, okay,
and that
great.
Is that okay?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I have been worried about something I have in my throat that is making me clear my throat all the time. Yes. I know it can be nervousness. I'm not sure if it's allergic. I finally, I think it's getting chronic, so I finally made an appointment tomorrow to get to see an allergist.
Okay.
And I don't know if so many things in my life going on, but one of the things that I'm worried about that maybe is giving me this is I need to sell an apartment that I have for sale. So I don't know. I would like to know if I'm going to get better of my throat.
Okay, breathe.
It's driving me crazy.
Breathe. Okay. Breathe.
Breathe.
Right there in the energy. First of all, you are not being heard. Your voice is not being heard. The next thing that I see is that they're going to want to check. I don't know if something's coming from the esophagus. Sometimes we have a little, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just telling you what they show me. I feel like something's stuck right here. So I don't know if we have sometimes we have a little nodule, and these come, and it's not of a concern. We could have something going on sometimes with the thyroid, the esophagus. So then it infects the voice box, right? So it makes the voice box be impacted by that energy, all right? So I feel that your body has gone through a lot of stress, a lot of changes, physically, energetically, emotionally. So there's been a lot coming at you. And it's almost like the world, the problems, the worry, to use your word, has you by the throat. And you're choking, okay? So you're like, like you can't breathe, right? So here's the energy that I see. So what I'm going to do with you right now is I want you to take a nice breath. That's why I said for you to breathe. And I'm going to take some light. I'm going to bring it down into your throat. And I'm going to do some work there for you in a minute, all right? So I'm going to work in some blue energy.
Okay.
All right, I just want you to breathe. All right, we're going to bring the energy in. I'm going to fill it with this bright blue light. I'm going to spin in some white light. We're going to infuse it. I'm going to bring it down from the throat, down into the upper stomach, straight into the solar plex. Because there's a power struggle going on with you right now. There's concern. So we're going to move it down in there, and I'm just keep fluctuating the energy there. Okay, there you go. I want you to breathe because I just had the breath that lets me know that everything's in place for you. We're going to put it through. Okay. And then I'm going to start to clear. So I'm going to start to spin, almost like rotor-rooter. We're going to clear down through there. We're going to spin from right underneath the chin, straight down into the top of the stomach, and we're spinning the energy. Right, and then I'm going to spin it back up, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to take it right up through the top of your head, okay? And we're going to just pull out. So I want you to feel I want you to feel the energy coming out through the top of your head. We're pulling, we're clearing. There's some energy of stagnation. There's mucus there. This is what I see. So I feel as if there is also allergy, not just to environment, but food. So there's a couple of different things going on, but everything's just a reflection of the concern. So as I pull the energy out, I want you to take one deep breath. I want you to hold it for a moment. We're going to exhale and blow it out. Just blow it out. There you go. Okay. All right. So we need to sell an apartment. Now we're going to get to the flow of the prosperity. How are you feeling over there?
Okay. I feel okay. Good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I was right there with you for a minute, so I get around. And are you having problems with your neck? Something with your neck as well? Is there a lot of tension here in the neck, please?
Maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, around my neck. You know,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
stress.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. So I was working on that as well, but I was kind of feeling some of the backlash. So let me go right in here. So I've got this here too. And this apartment's been for sale for a little while, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And we have to... I don't know that they're aggressively promoting this apartment. And I think we need to reorg some of the money as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I want you to reorg the pricing of it, take a look at it, but they're giving me the number 6, so we are looking at 6 weeks. We want this place, we want an offer. And that's what I want you to imagine happening. And I'm not so sure that the person who's helping you sell this is working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Could we trade them in? Because they're not doing a very good job. Sorry, Mr. Real Estate person, but you're not doing a good job. Okay.
Yeah, it's my cousin, so I am.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut out the cut. What? No, we're not stuck. We're not stuck. No, you're not stuck. You need it to sell. You attract the right person to get the job done. This is why we don't do business with family, friend. Okay, so.
Yes, I know.
All right, but we're not stuck. The minute you feel stuck, and you feel stuck in a situation, then you create stagnation around what you're trying to accomplish. Nothing's gonna move. So this is how you talk to your cousin. Okay, thank you so much. I know that you're doing the best you can, but I require a little bit more effort. Is that something that you can do? I'm not feeling that you can. My feeling is that you're doing the best you can, but I'm not getting the attention that I need. And I feel because I'm personally connected with you, I would never want it to come between our family love. So I'm pulling the contract from you and I'm going to someone else. Thank you. Blessings. See you at Christmas. Please, Kathy, let's go.
Yes. Okay.
They're not doing the job. Do it with love. I'm not just trying to start a family war, but you need to accomplish this because this would lift it up. And sometimes the universe, our source creator, needs us to let something go. And you're holding on to something that's stuck. If I'm holding on to something that makes me feel stuck, what is going to move around me? Absolutely flipping nothing. So we are not playing that game, Kathy. I am open to the universal opportunities. This is what you're telling yourself. I am open to the right person coming who's going to make the right suggestions. Maybe you need to stage the apartment a little differently. So many things you could do. And Kathy, you say everything's always working out for me.
Right.
Okay, my dear?
It's always working out for me. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy, and keep us posted.
God bless you.
Thank you. Are you
God
on
bless you.
Facebook with me? Thank you. Are you on Facebook with me?
No, I wish. I don't go. I have Facebook, but I don't have time to go. Not even to open it for years.
For years. Okay. Well, do let me know what the doctor said. That's why I said if you can shoot me a message on my Sarah Spiritual page and let me know what the doctor said. I'd love to know. And I'm going to send you healing energy and hold the space for much success tomorrow for your appointment. All right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go to Atlanta again. We're just popping all over Atlanta tonight. But I've got Sean on the line, and I need to see what's going on with Sean. Sean, how are you tonight? Sean?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Sean. How are you?
I'm good. I was like, no, it hung up.
No, Sean. How are you this evening? How can I assist you?
I feel like I know what to do. I know how to say my affirmations. My affirmations and things have worked out for me. I love the one that you've been giving everyone. This is the first time me hearing your call. So I jumped on your Facebook as well to just say hello. But I cannot, for some reason, get out of a financial rut, and I just want to find out what on earth is going on with me.
Yes.
Things are being frozen. I get 2 steps forward, and I go 15 steps back.
Okay. Well, then let's do something from The Wiz. Are you ready? Ease on down the road. I'm gonna ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that you will slow your road. Come on, ease on down the road. You are carrying so many beliefs, so much stuff that you are weighing down with yourself. And I'm gonna go back. I am in the year of, 2002. And when I go, oh my God, you're with me, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We are still stuck in 2002. Things that weren't in order for you, we're still playing some of that energy. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yes.
Yes. I didn't even go back to childhood, honey. I got stuck in 2002, right? All right, so the world didn't blow up in the computer industry in the millennium of 1999 to 2000. You're like, great. But you got stuck in 2002. So we've got some beliefs and some energy that's holding you down, all right? And we need to readjust that because life got hard for you around that time. And you haven't recovered. And you haven't, you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to know that everything that comes to you for you to enjoy. You're attracting things because this is what I need to do. This is what I have to take care of. And what happens is things are freezing around you because you're not using the energy. You're kind of keeping yourself limited with what you generate for work, whatever your financial income is. And you're not sitting there saying, wait a minute, I am an empowerer. I am the person who motivates other people. I'm the person who needs to write a book. I'm the person who's got good messages. Oh my God, I'm the person who could probably do some of what Sarah Spiritual does. You're forgetting that. You're looking at this task, this day-to-day job as a means to pay the bills. If we work to pay the bills, that's all we will ever do if we're lucky. you're working to pay the bills. You know, what's that song? She works hard for the money. Right? We're not going to work hard for the money. We're going to look at what we're doing and say, what aspects of this do I enjoy and what aspects do I need to view differently in my personal movie so that I can create a different experience for myself and attract a higher paying job. You're not even getting paid what you're worth in the marketplace. And you know this, but there's a part of you that's afraid to rock the boat and you're afraid to step out because then what happens if it doesn't work? This is true, yes?
Yes.
And you have responsibilities.
What do I need? Oh, I have more responsibilities than I had 6 months ago.
Yes, and I see that.
And it is very challenging.
And everybody's put everybody's problems on you, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think you need your own governmental shutdown. You'll be like, wait a minute, people. I cannot be all things to all people. So, what you do is you have to sit and see what it is possible for you to accomplish. And I know that you have tasks that other people have placed upon you because the circumstances around the story are complicated, and I do understand that. But what I see here is that you need to slim out some of the activities that you have to do for other people. You need to streamline what you're accomplishing for your inner core family. And you need to put yourself on a pace that you have the right advisors assisting you with some of these financial matters. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yeah.
We need to seek counsel. We need to seek someone who is an expert in how to take this clustered mess and fix it. And hold your head up high because you've done magnificently. Spirit says you've done a great job. You're too hard on yourself.
I am super hard on myself, but I know so much. Like, I am a master at knowing a lot of things, but don't know how to monetize it. I'll give it away for free all day long.
Okay, because you don't feel you're worthy for the exchange of currency. We don't give it away for free. See yourself as the person who deserves to have it all. I am the woman who deserves to have abundance in my life. I am the force of energy constantly generating revenue that comes to me and overflows my cup, and I have more than enough energy to give to other people because the universe is always streaming my flow of energy. I am in the universal flow of money. Therefore, for the common laws of the governing energy that governs finances and abundance in the universe is available to me and accessible to me at all times. I need only speak what I desire, envision what I desire, feel the desire, and know that I am worthy of every aspect of it because I am an aspect of God in motion. You need to remember, everyone needs to remember that we are placed here in a physical, dense body so that we get to experience emotions and physicality, and we get to make connections, and we get to iron out experiences with people we've known in other lifetimes. But we also are the greatest expression of the uniqueness that's God, activated in us, activated in the butterfly, activated in the tree, activated in the ocean, activated in the rock. We are an expression, but because we are created in this human being form, we have so many wonderful gifts that we bring to the planet, and we make it the most complicated of all. Butterfly's not sweating it's going to be broken down to liquid and pop on up and fly around. It doesn't sit in the cocoon and say, holy crow, I am trapped in a cocoon. I'm feeling a little stuck. Oh, like the Wicked Witch, I'm melting. The butterfly doesn't have a meltdown. The butterfly says, oh, get ready. We are going to transformation mode. And when I emerge, I'm going to be so beautiful because I'm going to be recognizing every aspect of beauty and glory that is me. You need to remember who you are. And there's nothing in this world that has to come at no proper exchange. We can give away, we can do for others, but the universe will give back. But when you provide a service, an action, a task, something that someone else is charging for, Don't feel embarrassed that you don't feel that you should because you want to be the good person or the good Christian or the good person who's honoring God. We still need to get paid the fair amount because that's why we have the physical, tangible currency. Even back in the days when we didn't have physical money, if I did for you, you did for me. There was always an exchange in motion. And you seem to have lost yourself in the fact that you have to put a dollar amount on yourself, Sean.
Right. Like I speak, can I ask the angels about my speaking career? Because I speak, and I'm just trying to figure it out how to monetize. I've had a couple great ones, and then a lot of them are just super free, and I can't grasp how to, like, is that really going to be the path?
It is the path. It is the path. You need a set program. You need a set expression of self. You need a set message. You need to capitalize on that message, and you need to document it. You need to create content. You need to go out in the marketplace and speak like you are a lady boss and that you know exactly what you're saying. And yes, sometimes we speak for free. Sometimes we take our message out into the world for free. But then what are you doing after that? You speak for free, but are you signing up people to be a part of your program or a mentoring program? What are you doing? You need to take a Sarah Spiritual Business class. That's what I think.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. But really, work on that. Trust that you are going to be front, line, and center. You are a paid speaker. Everything I do, I'm recognized for. I am a paid speaker. I'm paid to speak at events. I am an empowering being, and I deserve the exchange of financial abundance for everything that I do and say. All right? I trust I've been of service to you. So you just were listening in the car and you found us? Is that what happened?
Yes, I was listening and I was like, what is this? And who is this? And how do I sign up for her?
Yeah. Well, you just signed up for a free express time every Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. with Sarah Spiritual, honey.
Oh, my God. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will be checking out more stuff. I'm going to make an appointment because I got more questions.
All right. Go to sarahspiritual.com, and I look forward to connecting with you, Sean. God bless you. And remember, you're an empowered being.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. That's the number to connect with Sarah Spiritual. And guess what? We've got an exchange of energy, and yes, indeed, this energy is free heart to heart, soul to soul. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're coming back to the phone lines. We've got New York on the line. We got Texas. We've got Florida. And, my goodness, we've got Facebook happening. So stay with us, everyone. People on Facebook, just know, hi, Angela. Hi, everyone. We are going to stay with you on Facebook as well. When we go to commercial, I'll be shouting out some people on Facebook. Stay with us. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Gina Martell.
I'm Alan Knight.
And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
I had a feeling. I hope you had the feeling too.
I get them all the time.
Oh, to tune in to our show every Saturday and Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on our sister station, WSBR.
Oh, I think that's amazing. And you know what? I think people should listen to their feelings all the time.
I'm in tune to my feelings. Okay, let's get in tune with Sarah Spiritual right now.
Okay.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session. Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing.
Yes, indeed. What's your story? And what is your movie saying about your prosperity? We're going to pop onto Facebook and see what the questions are right there in Facebook. And if you haven't picked up the phone to join us here live, then call us at 1-888-565-1470. And I want to thank everyone in Atlanta for sharing with us. And we got calls in New York and Texas. But I've got to go to my Facebook people and see what's going on there. Let's see. All right, let's see. Her spouse's birthday. Let's see. Well, first of all, one thing that I feel is that Leon Alshul, you are looking at difficulty in the relationship. I feel like there's not the right communication with you guys in your relationship right now. I feel as if there's a lot of interference in your personal relationship, Leonal Shaw, and I want you to focus on speaking kindness and from the heart. Also, I suggest from Spirit that you hold back some of the plans that you and your spouse are making. Not everybody's being supportive of what you want, and I feel that if you talk about what you're doing, other people's energy is going to be in it. Set back and focus on the union of the two of you so that you can work on the communication. You both are going through some growing pains. February opens up a reconnection for you, and I see that there is a potential trip coming for you and your spouse in the month of June. So let's make some plans to get away from everything, and let's cut some drama away from the outside of your wonderful love unit. Thank you so much, Leonal Shaw, for your question and your Facebook input. Thank you so much. We're going to take another Facebook question because I just love my people on Facebook. Ah, yes, we have Courtney. Courtney, her grandfather died and she keeps seeing some cardinals and flying in front of her. First of all, cardinals don't usually fly directly in front of you. This is a sign from the spirit world, and she is wondering if it's a sign from him. And I do feel that because the cardinals represent love and connections. And not only is he bringing you love, but I feel, Courtney, that he is telling you about a new shift and change that's coming for you because of all the love that you hold for other people. And you are bringing yourself out forward to be with other people and to make a difference in other people's lives. I'm seeing much success coming for you, and he wants to say, hello, how are you? And he's also making me aware of a birthday or something that's coming for you. So thank you so much, Courtney, for your Facebook question. Excuse me. So we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I need to talk to Roger. Roger is in Texas. Roger, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Roger. So, what's your self-talk on prosperity? What's going on there?
Well, new year, new me, and I'm doing a lot of meditation and affirmation. So I just want to know what the year holds in place for me as in general in terms of prosperity, health, and career-wise.
Okay, well, let's take a look at it from a brushstroke. We're doing the affirmations, the meditations, but I want you to feel what I'm going to say to you, okay?
Okay.
I deserve it all. Okay, you feel what that feels like? No, I want you to say it. I deserve it all. Why are you laughing then? Does that make you nervous? Or you don't know how that's possible?
Just don't know.
I deserve it all. Say it.
I deserve it all.
Universe, show me the money. Universe, show me the money. Say it.
Universe, show me the money.
Okay.
I deserve it all.
I deserve it all. You see, you've been through so many things that have made you feel unsure, unsafe, beaten down, belittled, not feeling as if things are easy. So you must have been laughing too when I said to tell people to say, everything comes easily for me, right? Everything's always working out for me. Because for you, it's feeling like a struggle. Yes, honey? It's feeling like a struggle. And you've got this affirmation that, I just hope this year is going to be better, right? So I'm going to manifest it. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel the first time you felt successful in something you did. You're highly intelligent, very accomplished woman. I want you to remember what that felt like. I want you to remember what it felt like to be in a kind, loving relationship. I want you to remember what that felt like. And I want you to remember that feeling. And then when you meditate, I want you to be in that feeling. I want you to feel that energy and move forward in that direction. This year is a year of a lot of changes for you. Because we're getting ready to wrap up a lot of things that have been lingering around you for the past 3 years. And it's like cleaning up. And it's time for you to generate additional revenue. I know that there's more money coming for you in this financial year. But I also see more abundant living. I see more freedom. I see a sense of freedom. And that's what you've been lacking, the freedom to do what you want, be who you want to be, and not have to worry. Things may be going well in one area, and then suddenly you've got other things you've got to contend with. So again, everything's always working out for me. Everything's easy for me. I feel the flow of the energy, and everything's perfect. Feel it. There is increase coming for you. There is also, and we've talked about this for a while, but the energy is still around you for a move. It's just, something's just not popping open yet. So when you feel it and you set the intention, I want you to command it. It's like the light switch when I turn the light on. The light switch commands the energy to go in the direction where the wire takes it. Okay? It turns it on. I want you to direct the current specifically where you want it to go. In all areas of life. I say this to you and everyone listening. Flip the light switch on, trust the light's going to go on, and that everything's going to be fully in place the way you want it to be. There's been some health battles off and on this past year of 2017, yes? Roger?
Yes.
Okay, there were some health battles, yes? I feel the health evening out this year. I feel the more you are the more you're in a state of grace and tranquility, this is where the meditation, yoga will help you. The body will heal better, okay? And there's going to be a better alignment for you. Things will kind of calm down. It's like the body was on fire, raging, inflamed. It's going to calm down. All right? And you will feel better. Healthy mind is going to lead to a healthy body. So work with that. All right? It's going to be a good year for you. And I see you moving. All right? All right, honey. Thank you so much for calling. God bless you, Roger.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. I'm going to go to the phone line in New York because I've got someone calling from New York. Let's see. I think she has a birthday coming up, too. Hope, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm doing great, Hope. Your birthday is coming up this weekend, right?
Yes.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Good. So how can Spirit and I assist you this wonderful evening?
Well, just general, I always touch base with you.
I know. And we're going to do some self-talk around your prosperity because that's been a little spotty, eh? We've had some spotty finances going on there, and we've got to shift that energy.
Yes.
And I feel that the work has not been flowing consistently for you, Hope, or we have some, maybe they cut back a day or something? Does this make sense?
I'm not working now, in fact, because the lady died.
Oh, the lady died, because I felt this cutback. Okay, so I'm sorry for that loss, but I see new work coming for you. I do see new work coming. But you also want to talk to people because you want to get referred by someone. Is that correct? That's usually how you work?
Yes.
Okay. And did you submit your name to an agency, Hope?
No, not yet.
Okay. Do that.
Okay.
Go to an agency. Go to they tell me 2 agencies. Go to 2 agencies because those agencies are going to have a place for you.
Okay.
And I see consistent work coming for you. That's your birthday gift to yourself. This week, get yourself out the door and go to an agency. And there's a problem with the hip and the leg. Is that correct, please?
Yes.
I'm feeling that.
Yes.
You see, did you fall on that leg, please?
No. Okay. I don't know what's happened, but from the hip.
Yeah, it's out of place. That's what I feel. Like I feel like if you fell on it or something, because it's very much out of place. And you want to watch your footing because I feel like your gait, your step, your walk is out of whack. All right?
Okay.
So you want to see if you can find someone who can assist you with that. Go to an osteopath, go to a chiropractor, go to someone who can assist you with that. Because I'm feeling like because it's out of whack, it's impacting the leg It's impacting the knee. And I feel like the bones are rubbing against each other in the hip. So that's not a good sign. So we want to be strong in that because I'm feeling like a lot of discomfort.
Okay.
All right. But it's going to be a good year for you. You are in charge of creating a new opportunity for yourself. You get to do that, my dear.
Right.
You get to create that opportunity. And you're going to have job placement. Just step out into the world, and that's going to come for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. And I trust I've been of assistance to you, Hope, all right? Thank you for following the show.
Yes.
All right, and I'll let you know when I'm coming back to New York. I know that you came to see me when I was in New York, so I will let you know when I'm coming back, my dear.
Yes. Okay.
All right, Hope. Thank you so much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. We're going to go right back to Facebook. We've got some questions on Facebook, and we want to make sure we answer as many questions as possible. Let's see. We have Stephanie Lynn. Stephanie Lynn, she quit her job to start her own business. She was so excited. And then fear crept in. So Stephanie is saying, now I'm feeling like I've got to perform, and I'm feeling as if I'm going to fail. And she wasn't expecting that. She was feeling confident. She was feeling like she made the right choice. But right now, Stephanie, you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting that you made the right choice. And Spirit is telling me, Stephanie, that the business is not meant to fail. The fear is getting in the way. The fear of how am I going to manage? And you're feeling this sense of overwhelmment. And as someone who has their own business, it can get a little overwhelming. But it's keeping everything in perspective. It's keeping things in the perspective of I can do everything and anything I set my mind to. And that you have the power and the ability to attract the right clients and people to you to sustain the business. And you need an action plan. And you want to write down everything that you want to accomplish, Stephanie, on a day-to-day basis. And follow that protocol for now. Write down what you want to accomplish and do the 10 most important things that one has to accomplish in the business for the day. This will keep your mind organized and prioritized so that things don't slip through the crack. You know, I keep everything kind of registered in my head, which can sometimes be a little dangerous. But when you're forming your business, it's really important to write it down and understand what needs to be accomplished. And don't be afraid. Trust that you've made the right choice and seek the Chamber of Commerce. In the Chamber of Commerce, you will find that they have people who can assist you and be a mentor to you. Go to the Chamber of Commerce, I think it's called the SCORE program, and they can assist you in giving you some guidance into how to solidify the business and make a strong business impression. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I hope that we get to connect further and we can go over some other business tips for you. Thank you for reaching out to me on Facebook. I greatly appreciate it. We're going to go right back to the phone lines at 1-888-565-1470. And I've got someone in Melbourne, Ivanka. Ivanka, how are you tonight?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Ivanka. And how can I assist you tonight?
I'm a little bit worried about my grandchild. He's going to have an operation on his heart tomorrow morning, and he's only 8 months. So, can you tell me about it?
Okay, great. And they need to kind of close an opening for him? Is that what they need to do, Ivanka?
No, he's after they have to put like a valve inside because it doesn't pump sometimes at all.
Okay.
But I try to go to other doctors. I try, I said, Natalie, don't worry. Maybe we find some doctor that can. No, he's gonna have an operation tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just want to know how it's gonna be.
When is his birthday, please?
Oh God, he's 9 months. He's got 9 months now, so it'll be April. I believe it's 16. I don't remember. It's funny, but his dates, I don't remember. Why not?
Okay, Ivanka, what's his name?
Malachi.
Okay, got it. Let me check into that for you.
Mm-hmm. He born last year anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. procedure, although it sounds difficult to us, is something that's a very delicate procedure, but it's something that they're very good at doing. So I don't I don't see that you should hold the energy of fear and concern there. All right.
No, I'm not. I don't have that fear, but I'm just too worried because he went through so much, this little boy, and so much hospital and things from the time, not just for the heart, but so many tests that they were doing and all this stuff. So I saw him yesterday, and I was with him when they were doing his blood work to check the white cell, and he was just so, it's just a little child. It does,
Right, I understand.
So, but if the prestige goes well,
then things will, yes. And you know what? There's a lot of children who have gone through exactly what your grandson's going through. And, they're playing sports and they're having a life that is what we want for all our children, right? And so he is in that space of that recovery, and that's what I'm seeing coming for him. So I want you to continue to hold that space, yes.
Do you see maybe my father be around him? Because Monday, I felt that my daddy was around,
Right.
With the red bird. I always come with that.
The cardinals,
and he called me a week ago. He said to me, I was falling asleep, and I hear his voice say, Ivanka. And I was like, wow, why he's calling me?
Mm-hmm.
And so I started to pray more for these two children, Mateo and Malika, because they go through so much.
Right.
Sarah, they go through so much. I mean, it's always something going on with these two children.
Well.
And so I started praying more.
Pray more, exactly. And hold the energy of healing. And if you're hearing your father's voice and he's calling you, it's to get your attention. If he's sending you the signal with the cardinal and the energy of that, then that too is to get your attention. So you have to trust that. You have to trust
to what?
Attention that he's there, that you're not alone. He's giving you that support. Okay. And he's honoring that. All right.
What do you, sorry, I don't want to go to one subject to the other. I know Malika is going to make it right and everything. I believe that maybe in the long run I still have to, use more prayer for them, because I was just, praying in general, but not specific to Mateo and Malika. But now I see the different, they're more calm, forget about not only the
right.
But at the end, what do you see happening in my new year going on?
Okay. Well, in the new year, we've got some healing that's going to go on in family. We're going to go healing with the children, but also healing with relationships and family, okay? And then when we move forward, you're going to focus on things that you've been wanting to do that you've put aside. Last year was a very trying year for you. You had a lot on your plate, and you need to rest, and you need to take care of self. So self-care is going to be very important for you this year. And then as you spend more time in self-care, you'll be more creative. Some new ideas will come.
Yes.
Then you're going to be able to step into your passion. All right?
Sarah, you're absolutely right. My daughter told me tonight, she said, Mom, when Mateo born, you were always around. Now I have two, and you're not like you used to be. I said, Natalie, I cannot be always for you.
Right.
I'm 54, and I have to think about myself, too, because I'm by myself. I have never husband. I keep on telling her she doesn't get.
Right.
So I had a very stressful Christmas with her, that demanding, like my ex-husband. And I decided to step out. I decided to start working for myself.
And you have to honor yourself.
Smoking.
You have to honor yourself.
Stop smoking and do my creation that I want to do.
And you're going to do that.
And finally fall in love again,
Mm-hmm. And you will, honey. You will. Everything's getting ready to open up, but you have to disconnect from things that are not a good vibrational match for you. Because the longer we hold on to something that causes us angst, stress, and pain, worry, and disconnect, especially things that are out of our control. We can't control another person. We can't change who they are. We can trust that the doctors will do the right thing for our grandchildren, right? But all we can do is just hold the space and energy. But in the end, we have to honor why we're here and the energy of who we are. And that's important. And we've been trained to think that's selfish, but we have to honor ourselves. And when things are holding us back, we need to break free and move forward and trust that everyone will take care of themselves, because we cannot enable people. And you have been enabling people around you. And now you're learning to honor yourself. And, it takes a while for some of us to learn this. We get a little older, we get a little wiser.
But it's not just learning. It's how I see my daughter acting up towards me when I walk away from her.
Because she's not appreciating
it. She doesn't know my business.
She doesn't appreciate it.
She doesn't know my business. I do better. I smile. I go out, have fun.
Right.
And she doesn't like that. She never liked my birthday. She never liked something that I like. She doesn't like to have me fun.
Okay.
And I want to say that voice, there was 2 times in 2-3 months, Ivanka. Because I promised God, yes, I will promise you, God, find me more opportunity and I will walk away from my family. But I did not.
Well,
I had more opportunity. I did not walk away from that.
All right, but you're not supposed to walk away. You're supposed to just hold you're supposed to hold the space for yourself. You have to honor the expression of who you are. But we're getting ready to wind out of time, Ivanka, so I thank you for sharing this. Tomorrow I'll hold space and prayer for Malachi, and I will be there with you in spirit, and we give him much energy and healing.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you for the advice again. But you did tell me, you're right, last year, nobody's helping you. You are completely right. When I see myself by myself, I feel much better because I can do more.
Right.
You said the right thing.
Now you're going to open up and you'll see. Everything's going to work out for you. Thank you so much, Ivanka, for sharing with us.
And I will keep in touch with you as soon as I can.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Bye. God bless you. Bye. It's difficult. It's difficult when we condition family and friends to, expect certain things from us in a particular fashion, and people get used to it. And, my heart goes out to Ivanka, and anyone who has a child, a grandchild who's suffering, who's not well, who's challenged, because that's not what we want for our children. But remember that everything that happens in this world, we have the power to perceive it and shift the energy around it. And each path, each soul has its own journey. And we're not privy to all of the energy as to why things happen the way they do. That essentially is connected with the heavens. But we have the power to hold the prayer and to believe that something wonderful can happen. I want to thank you all for sharing time and space with me. It's wonderful to be connected all across the nation, to talk to each one of you, and for you to share your most inner thoughts and feelings, and some of your fears and your worries and your concerns. And know that no matter where you are, we are in all this together. And some of you have been kind enough to share with me that even though you haven't spoken to me in a while, all of a sudden you heard me in your head, and you remembered something that I had said to you. And it stayed with you. And I believe that that is the oneness, the connectivity of our spirits, the universal flow that joins us all together in this lifetime and helps us help each other in this journey called life. Money, prosperity, abundance. It's all a creation of energy. And man created the money. But look at it as an exchange of energy. For every action, a return action shall follow. And you have the power to create as much revenue and money and bountiful experiences as you desire. You are the creator. If you were writing the screenplay of your movie and you wanted to see your life the way you liked it to be, what would you be wearing? What would the experience be? Who would be by your side? This is fulfilled living. See it, feel it, and be it. I thank you all for being here with me and sharing this experience, and I look forward to next week to see what Spirit and I have in store for you. Follow me on Facebook. Remember the Random Act of Kindness contest we have. Join the stream. Stay with us. See you next week. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Do you know my voice?
has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too.